everybody, welcome back to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Today we are making homemade holiday gifts that you can give your family and friends, co-workers, that are inexpensive, but I guarantee they will absolutely love. Be sure and give me a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get started on today's video. The first mixture we're going to make is apple pie spice. And the main ingredient in this is cinnamon. You need 4 tablespoons of cinnamon. This is a 4 tablespoon. I'm using a 2 tablespoon scoop. So I have 4 tablespoons of cinnamon in here. The next one we're starting with is nutmeg. We need 1½ teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, if you have anywhere that you can buy bulk spices, I highly recommend it, because for a project like this, this is going to be your most economical way to do this. So I need 1.5 teaspoons. So 1 teaspoon. And 1/2. Your next spice you need is allspice. And I unfortunately could not find this in bulk, so I had to just buy the little container on this one. And you need 1/2 teaspoon of this. Okay? Then you're going to need ground ginger. And you need 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. Comparatively speaking, on the prices, I paid pennies on the dollar compared to what you're going to pay for these in your spice aisle. Okay, teaspoon of ginger. And then 1½ teaspoon of cardamom. And this by far was my most expensive spice, but I still got it much cheaper. I bought 0.2, basically 1/4 pound, and I paid $7.65. But look how much of that I got, guys. It's very expensive, a very expensive spice. So I need 1½ teaspoons of cardamom. And for the amount of these little gifts I'm going to be making, that's a heck of a deal. And then a half. Alright? And then we're just going to mix this up. I'm just going to use one of my little... And then I'm just going to take my little 1/2 pint jar here and fill it up. And your friends and family or your co-workers are going to absolutely love this as a gift. And this recipe just fills up one of these little 1/2 pint jars. And by the way, right now, this was the only jars I was able to find in my local grocery store. Put your lid on it, and then you can dress this up. Okay, so let's go on to the pumpkin pie spice. And who doesn't like pumpkin pie lattes? I mean, come on. Alright, for your pumpkin pie spice, and you can increase these recipes if you're making more than one. I'm obviously just making enough to show y'all each individual jar here, but I'm going to be making a lot more of them. I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. 1 1/4 teaspoons of nutmeg. One and a fourth. Okay. 1 1/4 of ground ginger. Teaspoon. 1 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ground clove. And then we're going to stir that up. And this will be great for pumpkin pie or to go on any latte. And your coworkers, your friends, your family will be thrilled to death to get it. All right. Now, this last little recipe is not really a recipe. I saw this. It was already made up at the grocery, but I was so intrigued by it, I went ahead and got it. You could easily buy all these spices already done up individually, but it's called Mulling Spices, and I looked it up. You can mix it with apple cider, red wine to make spiced wine. So I went ahead and bought this, and then I'm just going to, cinnamon is already kind of, I'm going to break it up just a little bit so it'll go in my jar better, but it's got all these beautiful spices already mixed in. So I'm just going to pour these in a jar. You can make wassail with it, all kinds of neat stuff, and it's just pretty. So if you can buy in bulk at your grocery store, and it was pennies. My husband and I looked it up on Amazon. It was like $18 for a pound. I got it at my local grocery store, a little less than a pound for $4.27. So there you go. Isn't that pretty, guys? So I'm gonna bring you back up and talk to you for just a second. So we'll be right back. Okay, my friends, don't be afraid this season to make some homemade gifts for your family. You know, money's gonna be tight this year, and it's okay to make homemade gifts. To me, they're more personable anyway. Don't break your budget, because I'm gonna be doing a whole series on homemade edible gifts that I hope you will give a try. I guarantee your family will enjoy something more like this. It's not going to destroy your budget, that they can enjoy for the months to come. So this is the first video in a series of edible Christmas holiday gifts. Thank you for joining me today on Mama Z's Texas Kitchen.